This week on TIAA Bank Jaguars Weekend. There are so many questions around the Jags right now. We'll try to find the answers as they prepare for the LA Rams.
We're excited for the challenge, though. We feel good about it.
Jeff Loggeman takes us into the film room to highlight two improving players. Plus, we highlight some My Cause, My Cleats and have another episode of Milk and Cookies.
Have you ever milked a cow before?
No, have you?
All that and way more ahead on Jaguars Weekend.
This is TIAA Bank Jaguars Weekend. TIAA Bank, turn potential into progress. Geico, saving people money on car insurance has been in Geico's playbook for 85 years. Visit geico.com today and see all the ways you could save. And Cadillac, visit your local greater area Jacksonville Cadillac dealer.
I mean, any loss is definitely just a bad feeling, especially it's just, it's not a good feeling right now, man. And we're sick and tired of it. And we just trying to figure out what the hell, you know what I mean? So, yeah, can't really answer that one. Just tired of it.
You can't blame Josh Allen for being frustrated. No one is happy. The Jaguars have lost 3 straight games. Hello and welcome to TIAA Bank Jaguars Weekend. I'm Ashlyn Sullivan. Nothing about this season has been ideal. What certainly isn't ideal is not knowing what the Jaguars' identity is on either side of the football. On defense, it's all about execution. At times, they've played at a high level against some of the best teams in the NFL. But they do have their share of self-inflicted mistakes that have changed games. On offense, that's a different story. The Jags' offense doesn't have an identity. With only 6 games left to play, it's now or never to score points and get this offense going.
I like to change tempos on people, and I think we did it 18 times in the game. It was very efficient for us. Once again, teams will be more prepared for it. It's a two-edged sword I just told you about. You run a lot of zone read, you better have the complements off it. If you run up tempo, you better be prepared for some kind of pressure now. So we got to be ready. But it was very successful for us.
When Urban Meyer was a college head coach, he was known for running an RPO-style offense. The key now, mixing that with the pro-style offense that Darrell Bevell is working to establish.
One of the things that really helped us last week was staying in better down and distance situations. I think 6 of them were 3rd and 1s. So the short yardage was really good. So that helped us. And then there was a couple opportunities we made plays and we were able to do that.
Most important of all is making sure the rookie quarterback is comfortable with these changes. Trevor Lawrence has made it known. He likes to use his legs to make plays. He's going to have the opportunity to do that more than ever.
I think we're all on the same page. I've been talking to Bev and Shotty and all the guys on offense, and we feel really good about it. So that'll be part of the plan. Obviously, you can't do that the whole game. You got to use the clock, and you got to play complementary football, but still, that'll be a part of the plan.
Welcome into the huddle with Brian Sexton and John Ogier. We just heard all about those offensive changes we're going to see this week, Brian, but how much do we actually think is going to change?
Well, it sounds like it's going to change quite a bit. The coach mentioned it over and over and over again. And to his credit, when they went to this up-tempo, run-pass option style of offense, it was clear that Trevor was more effective. However, he's not Kyler Murray or Russell Wilson. He's not a little elusive guy. He's a big target. So I think they have to exercise caution in how much they use this. In college, it's a different game. In the pros, you get your quarterback hurt, you've got big problems. I would be very cautious with how much I ask Trevor Lawrence to take big hits. He's a big guy at 6'6", not a small target like Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I think they'll be careful with it. I don't think it'll be the entire offense. Trevor mentioned this week, with the no huddle and the up tempo and the RPO, you have to pick your spots with it. You still have to play complementary football. There are ways to keep your quarterback from getting hit a lot. It's still a big risk to have him out running. To me and Brian are old school guys. So it concerns us when guys get outside the pocket in the quarterback position. I think it will change the look. They had 3 drives over 70 yards last week using this. That's the most they've had in that category since week 1. It worked to a degree. We'll see how much.
Yeah, you're at the point where you have to do something to try to get more points on the board. And then defensively this week, it looks like a really big challenge for this secondary, Brian. Van Jefferson, Odell Beckham Jr., Cooper Kupp, the list goes on. The Rams have a lot of weapons.
Well, the guy in particular is Kupp. I mean, it's remarkable that he is such an incredible weapon for them. You ask him to go deep, he goes deep. You ask him to make a tough catch over the middle, he does it. Fingertips diving to the ground. He is an incredible target weapon, whatever you want to call him for the Rams. To me, all their offense goes through him.
Well, it does to a degree. It really went through Robert Woods before he got hurt. OBJ has come in. It hasn't been the same offense. So I would say if the Jaguars were functioning better offensively, the Rams have lost 3 in a row. They're not playing great enough for this to be a scary matchup for everybody. Problem is the Jaguars, I don't know if they're playing well enough offensively to outscore them even if they get into the 20s. So this is not the same Rams team that it was 7 out of their first 8 games they won. This is a gettable team if the Jaguars can score a little bit.
Well, and besides that, John, they've got to take the ball away. We talk about this every week, but the Rams in particular have turned the ball over 7 times in the last 3 games, all of them losses, and only have 2 takeaways. So they're -5 over the last 3 weeks. If the Jaguars can get that takeaway thing going, they'll give themselves an opportunity in what seems like a poor matchup game for them.
Now it's time for Finding Solutions, presented by UF Health, delivering compassionate care and world-class outcomes. Visit ufhealthjax.org/gameplan. Brian, finding solutions to this Rams defense that is full of stars, and one star in particular that we'll pay attention to is Jalen Ramsey. How big of a deal is this return? Are you focusing on that? Or are you focusing on something different maybe?
You know, I wish we had a player of Jalen's abilities on the back end, but I'm glad he's not here. I mean, he was so difficult to deal with. The player, yes. The person, no. And that's just water under the bridge. From a schematic standpoint, I'm not worried as much about him or Von Miller or Leonard Floyd as I am about Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald is the most disruptive defensive player I've seen since J.J. Watt in his prime, going back more than 10 years. If you don't figure out a solution for number 99, and few people do, you're not really solving him. You're just trying to minimize the damage that he does. He's such a great football player that if you don't worry enough about him, the other guys are inconsequential. He'll destroy your play before it gets started.
Well, I'm not sure if Aaron Donald's not the best defensive player that I've seen maybe since the Reggie White era. This guy has 6 straight All-Pro first team, which is unheard of at that position. He's a dominant player who can beat you when you're passing or when you're running. Finding solutions to this, I'm not so concerned about Jalen. He's on the back end. If there's a solution for the Jaguars to play well offensively, it's to run right at the Rams. The 49ers did it on Sunday Night Football a few weeks back. That's the ticket. Can Ben Barch, Brandon Linder, and these guys clear out the middle for this offense? I think that's the solution if they can do it.
Yeah, I'm going to be paying attention to Jalen Ramsey, but I'm just here for the drama. I'm truly curious who he's going to line up against. Is it going to be Marvin Jones? Is it going to be Laviska Shenault? And I'm just really curious about the pregame interactions, but that's just me being 26 and here for the drama. So that's what I'll be paying attention to, but this is a big test for this Jaguars offense, who is not scoring a lot of points right now. So we'll have much more from Brian Sexton and John Ogier here on Jaguars Weekend. Coming up on TIAA Bank Jaguars Weekend, we're in the film room with Jeff Lageman. Next.
Jaguars Weekend is presented in part by TIAA Bank. Turn potential into progress. And by Geico. Saving people money on car insurance has been in Geico's playbook for 85 years. Visit geico.com today and see all the ways you could save. Download Ultimate Jags now from the App Store and Google Play for a chance to win weekly prizes, including game tickets, autographed merchandise, and more.
You know, we always preach here, DYJ, you know, do your job. So as long as everyone's focused on doing their job, you know, that's all we can ask for, and the chips may fall where they go after that.
We know one thing, cornerback Tyson Campbell is doing his job. The rookie is coming off his best game with 3 pass breakups and an interception. Welcome back to TIAA Bank Jaguars Weekend. I'm Ashlyn Sullivan. In order to feel good about where this franchise is heading, you want to see young players ascending at this point in the season. That's the case for Tyson Campbell and wide receiver Laviska Shenault. The offense is working to get Laviska the ball more. His toughness is obvious. Tyson Campbell had a slow start to the season, but is looking really comfortable on the field right now. Let's find out more in the Cadillac film room with Jeff Lageman.
Dropping on 3rd and 22 is Trevor, throws it to the middle of the field. He threw a little crossing route to Laviska Shenault. Laviska turned on the Jets, lowered his shoulder. He got it to the 42 of Atlanta and a first down.
Welcome into the football lab, and the Jaguars had a 3rd and 22 against the Atlanta Falcons, and there's not a lot of plays in the playbook that are designed for a 3rd and 22. But they called what is essentially a downfield screen, and it's to Laviska Shenault. Laviska runs a little crossing route, and he catches the ball right here at about 4 yards deep, and the Falcon defenders are dropping off. On the strong side, you have 2 wide receivers, Marvin Jones Jr. and Laquan Treadwell, blocking the defensive backs on this side, and then O'Shaughnessy, who came in motion to this side of the formation, also is a blocker. And so when Laviska catches the ball at 4 yards in the middle of the field, he's coming right up the alleyway of where this downfield screen is set up. And Laviska powers through to get the first down. So a great play design on a 3rd and 22. Now let's jump into the film and take a look at it live. There's Laviska lined up on the left side, and he's kind of cheated in because he's crossing the field. And when Trevor gets him the ball at about 4 yards down the field, there's your wide receivers. Marvin Jones Jr. to the outside, Laquan Treadwell to the inside, and then James O'Shaughnessy also coming that way. And then once he catches the ball, Laviska turns up the field, and there's a perfect little alleyway. But the alleyway is beginning to close, and this is what I love about Laviska. He's a physical player, but a great play design on what is essentially an impossible down, and you dial up a downfield screen, an absolute thing of beauty. And now let's take a look at a great play on defense. Tyson Campbell got his first career interception in the soft spot of cover 2. Well, the Atlanta Falcons had a great route concept designed to attack an expected cover 2. So on this side, Tyson Campbell is jamming the wide receiver. The wide receiver runs up and then chokes it down into a short position. They want Tyson Campbell to stay on him in the shallow zone because they're trying to sneak Kyle Pitts, the tight end, into this, remember the soft spot that I talked about, right in here. But because Tyson gets a great jam on the wide receiver and then can get his eyes back to the quarterback, Matt Ryan, he sees the ball coming. And then he breaks from his shallow route back into this soft spot. So great reaction covered the weakness, the soft spot, and Tyson Campbell gets his first career interception. Let's jump into the film and take a look. Focus in on Tyson Campbell. Remember I talked about the jam? There's the jam on the wide receiver. And then his eyes go back immediately to Matt Ryan. And Matt Ryan is a little under duress, and so he's wanting to get rid of this ball quickly. But look at the reaction Tyson Campbell has and the closing speed. He knows that he's got to help cover for that soft spot because the safety can't make a play. Excellent reaction, excellent diagnosis, and a great play by Tyson Campbell to get his first career interception. Congratulations, Tyson.
Every year, NFL players have the chance to represent their favorite causes on their cleats. You find out a lot about what these players are passionate about and how they're using their platform to make a difference. Let's check out the Jaguars' My Cause, My Cleats for the 2021 season in this week's Baptist Health feature.
I chose Lift Jacks just because I wanted to bring some awareness to the Out East community because, you know, the community is a part of this team as well. So I want to get them involved with this team and show support for them.
Oh, snap. These are nice. Ooh.
Love the butterfly right here. So that's Long Branch Elementary. They designed the cleats, and an artist from Jacksonville actually painted them. A lot of those kids have been through a lot, and life hasn't necessarily been easy for them, but just to see their outlook is really cool. So I was happy to have them be a part of that.
I'm Lorente McCray, number 55 for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And I'm so excited to sport these cleats and support the Out East community through Lift Jacks.
Man, I love these shoes so much. I'm super excited to wear them. I'm so excited that I even got a surprise coming for you guys. Got some new pairs of Adidas shoes for all you guys that help make these, and a pizza party. So just want to thank you guys for everything you do.
Lift Jacks, man.
I'm going to definitely be sporting these in LA, so y'all look out for them. I love them.
There's more to come on TIAA Bank Jaguars Weekend. We sit down for some milk and cookies next.
Yeah, QB sneak. I'm 1 for 1, so I always got that in the back pocket, but just waiting on it.
That's a pretty good stat. 100% on QB sneaks so far for Trevor Lawrence. We'll see if more of those are coming against the Rams.
We're back on TIAA Bank Jaguars Weekend. It's been a long season with 6 games left to play. Sometimes we all just need a little break. That's where milk and cookies come in. We're hanging with our Jaguars kid reporter Jordan, who's with Logan Cook and Chris Manhertz in this new episode of Milk and Cookies.
What's up, dude? How you doing?
I'm good. So when you're dunking your cookie in milk, what's the perfect technique?
My technique? Take the cookie. I'll probably let it marinate in there for about 5 to 8 seconds. Best way to do it.
I usually get the cookie, just like soak the entire thing in, let it sit for a good minute, and then grab it and just let it soak in my mouth.
Our methods are pretty similar.
Do you prefer Oreo or chocolate chip?
Big chocolate chip guy. Big Toll House chocolate chip guy.
You want to say that again?
Toll House chocolate chip?
Are you sure?
I'm very sure. Hey, I like Oreos though. I like them all. I do not discriminate with cookies. I like all cookies.
I mean, I prefer Oreo.
Oreo?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it tastes better.
Ah.
Yeah, I usually like to lick the inside of my Oreo.
Do you?
Yes.
Take the top off? I like to eat it whole, but it's okay.
Do you drink milk every day?
So, kind of weird. I do like it with fried food. So like chicken, fried deer steak. I like it with spaghetti too.
How does it taste like mixed with the spaghetti?
You know, it's probably not great for some people. I like it though. I don't know. I grew up that way, so.
Okay, so what's your favorite dairy product?
Yogurt.
Ice cream. That's dairy, right?
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's dairy.
Mine's ice cream.
Ice cream? What kind of ice cream?
Vanilla.
Sprinkles?
Nah.
No cookies in it? No anything? Just
Nope.
straight?
Straight vanilla.
I respect it.
Yeah, my mom usually takes me to the ice cream shop like 3 days a week, so it just has to be my favorite. I eat it too often for it not to. Yeah, I had to start drinking a lot more milk because I'm pretty short for my age.
You play sports?
Yeah.
What sports?
Basketball.
What position?
Point guard.
Nice. I played power forward in college.
Were you good?
I was so good that I switched sports after I graduated and started playing football.
You want to play against me in a milk drinking contest?
Let's do it. I don't know if you want to do that or not, but.
Give me cheers first.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. It's just not fair.
It wasn't fair, but it's okay. I'm super competitive. Sorry, Jordan.
All right, that's pretty much it.
That's it. Appreciate you. Thanks for your time.
Go ahead, dude. Thanks. Can we eat the cookies now?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna take this one.
Go nuts.
Hey, enjoyed it, bro. That was fun.
Still to come, Brian Sexton and John Ogier are back with tips for the Jaguars' West Coast trip.
Let's go, man. I'm kind of up now, bro. I beat the hell out of him with a cross
Now
chop.
you feeling it. Now you feeling it. Hell yeah.
I feel confident.
Keep going.
I
Keep
got
going.
my first one out. It's over. Now we just got to affect this man.
We're going to.
Let's go!
Dropping again is Ryan, looking. Fires. This ball is going to be picked off by Tyson Campbell.
DeJuan Smoot mic'd up against the Atlanta Falcons, a guy that has been playing really well for this Jaguars defense. You can check out all the mic'd up features on Jaguars.com. We're back in the huddle with Brian Sexton and John Ogier. Brian, quickly, a guy you're paying attention to for this week.
I'll go with rookie cornerback Tyson Campbell. He played so well last week. I want to see if he can do it on back-to-back Sundays. He'll see Cooper Kupp and OBJ. The challenge will be distinct. If the Jaguars are going to find a chance to win, they're going to need him to play well.
Well, it's kind of obvious, but I'll go with James Robinson. I mean, the Jaguars need to run well to win Sunday. That's how you can beat the Rams. That's how this team can play well offensively. Is he 100% from the heel? Is he closer? If he is, maybe they can run on this team and get a win.
Yeah, I'm going even more obvious. It's quarterback Trevor Lawrence. How many run pass options will he have? How many quarterback sneaks will he have? He joked he is 1 for 1, so how much more will we see against the Rams? And all three of those players have to play really well to beat the Rams team and never really play well on the West Coast. So we'll see if the Jaguars can get it done. Thank you for tuning in to Jaguars Weekend. We'll see you right back here next week.